Welcome back to the Pennant Podcast. This is episode 29. Welcome. It's actually been a while because I had COVID for like all last week. I was sick.
Boy.
I was sick, so nothing got posted, and so episode 28 will be coming out tomorrow if I get this upload when I get that uploaded, and then episode 29 will be coming out like Thursday or Friday. Just gonna space it out between there. But yeah, that's I can just start with how I'm doing since I had COVID. It sucked. It was I just now I'm still like hacking up like congestion and stuff.
Oh jeez.
But it was way worse.
Have you had it before?
No, I've never had like.
Oh man.
The actual COVID part was last weekend. And oh man, yeah. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I was just terrible.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah. I hate it.
And then I went to work Wednesday, and then like, because I couldn't come back until Wednesday, so I went to work Wednesday. And then I was like, oh, dude, I can't. I have to take these like next 2 days because like it's just. I just feel terrible in my throat and everything. I was coughing so much. It was like kind of like violent coughing almost to the point.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Dude, did you get when I get COVID, I get the body aches. Like my back will cramp.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I'm not like a knot. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, I got the aches. The aches were bad.
Because I never cough. I've had COVID twice.
Oh,
and I never coughed. And it's always just the cramps. Like my whole body is just like
it's so weird. COVID works in such like weird ways.
Yeah, no coughs, just gut wrenching cramps.
No, I never had those. It was just coughing. I felt achy for like 3 days, and then I was just sleeping a lot.
Oh yeah, I'd be sleeping. I slept a lot when I had it too.
And it felt like just a cold. Honestly, it felt like I just had the cold. I was like a bunch of mucus, congestion, everything.
I gotcha.
But how have you been? How have you been, Eddie?
Pretty good. I've been doing mostly just getting college over with stuff. Like I did my major field test, which is like something we have to do to. It's like a test that encompasses everything that you've learned.
Mm-hmm.
Now you don't have to pass because like it's not like related to a class, and they can't. Excuse me. They can't withhold your degree if you fail it, but they make it seem like you have to pass it. So it's like a lot of pressure, but it's actually no pressure. So I did that. And I won't get my score for like a while, so I don't know. I think I did fine. And then just doing homework and working and doing my my new music page that I'll talk about at the end of the episode. But that's about it. You've been playing. You've had all this time off. You must be playing games.
I have been playing mostly it's been Octopath Traveler. I've gotten pretty far in that. So I'm like 46 hours or 47 hours in now. And I'm like each character has their like last like 4 chapters. And each chapter can take like maybe 30 to an hour, depending on stuff. Right. And I was able to find like a little exploit where in this one area there's a 3% chance that this enemy spawns that gives a lot of XP. So I was grinding that a while, and I was able to, and every time it spawns, it always spawns 2, so that's good.
Oh, okay.
But when that happens, one of my characters has this ability that like gives a random like chance, and with its combat mechanic, I can have a random effect happen 4 times if I like boost, and it's a very very small chance, but you could get like after the encounter, XP times 100. And so
Wow.
this enemy gave 1,000 XP.
Yeah.
So that would have been what,
Yeah.
10,000?
100,000.
Whoa, yeah, dude. So
Yeah.
that would have like jumped me up like 20 levels. But I never
Damn.
got that. I always, the highest I
Okay.
got was like XP times 5, XP times 2, a lot of XP times 2 and 5. So it still gave me a lot.
Lots of RNG involved though.
Very much. And so like with this RNG, it was like a random effect that can be either good or bad. And so a lot of the
Oh.
times it was like it left me with my whole party with 1 HP.
Ooh.
It left me
Yeah.
poisoned. It left me I was silenced, so I can't use like my like job abilities, like my thief abilities, like my
Oh yeah.
apothecary skills or something. So it was really a gamble. And I did it for like 2 hours, and so I was able to get like most of my party members. My lead party member is 46 or 7, and the rest of them are like above 40, which is good. Like my other 4 party members are like 28, 29, like 24
What's
until
the
like
max level? 50?
I think it's 100.
Okay.
But I think like
So you're-
by the time, because I think all the chapters like weave together to you
Mhm.
think there's one big bad boss or whatever. So
Right.
maybe not. I'll let you know. But that's where I'm at. I think at level 50 is like the suggested like you finish the game here, but there's like additional
Oh,
stuff, side content.
yeah. Sure. Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
Playing heavily that. I didn't play any Fire Emblem because I'm doing that for the. I haven't been posting like when it goes live either. So like I've got episode 8 is episodes like 5, 6, 7, and 8 were all released when I had COVID. So I was able to
Oh,
like promote it like I wanted to. I just
right.
forgot about it. So like
Yeah.
it's all the way up to episode 8, which is those are like 2 battles pretty much. Those two, all of like 4 episodes. The battles in Fire Emblem take long, dude.
Take a long while.
They're a
Yeah.
long time. So that, let me see what else have I been playing. I picked up Metroid Prime Remastered on the Switch.
Okay.
And it's a remaster of a GameCube game
Was
from
it
the
like
GameCube.
2003 or something?
Yeah, 2002, 2003. And it's a first person shooter adventure, like it's more like a adventure puzzle game in first person, I would say. But like
Okay.
they did a super good job. Like okay, for the Switch, dude, it looks amazing.
Nice. That's
It's
good.
really high
Yeah. Does
quality.
it run well?
Yeah,
Because I know the Switch is kind of notorious for shitty.
it is, but it's on the developers because like if it's
Yeah.
multi-plat, then yeah, they have to worry about the Switch, hogging it down. But
Right.
this is like just for the Switch, and I'm pretty sure it's at 60 frames.
Oh wow.
It's like
That's nice.
really good. It's really good looking. I haven't touched it at all. I picked up the second Octopath Traveler because I want those games to keep coming out, so I'm gonna buy it full price, like this
Yeah,
chump I
that's
am.
vote with your dollar. That's
Vote with
good.
my dollar. I want more of those style of games, and I'm hoping we get those. And I actually put in. There's this old PlayStation exclusive game called The Legend of Dragoon
Okay.
that came out in '99, and they finally like ported it over to the PS4 and PS5, and it was $10, but if you bought it on like the PS3 or before it was ported, it was like you already had it in your library. So when I went and bought it on the my PS Vita for $6,
Nice.
and it worked. So I saved $4.
Oh yeah. Profiteer.
Profiteer, but this is a very old school like 90s late 90s RPG, Japanese
Okay.
RPG. It's like but the difference is they have these are called additions, and so like when you do an addition attack, there is a quick time event button that you have to press. But since it's like old, it's like rotates into like a square, and like you have to like press it right when it gets to the square. It's like you have the square in the
A
middle.
quick time event.
Yeah, a quick time event pretty much. But it can be like 2 or 3 times, and different speeds are kind of different depending on what kind of addition you have. And
Right.
I like how the characters will say the name of the attack. I like if you did it right. So like I
Mhm.
always got like volcano, volcano. It's like that. It sounds like the typical arcade like voices, you know.
Yeah, like the really bombastic, like
Yeah,
overdone.
it's like double
Yeah.
slash.
Yeah.
It's like
Uh-huh.
quick
Right.
slash, you know, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Harpoon, just like that. I sounded just like that one guy. It's like
Yeah.
harpoon.
That's funny.
I actually like it, and like it's definitely shows its age. It's a PlayStation 1 game, so like
Ooh,
just to
yeah.
give you a reference, so like yeah, it's old, but like I can appreciate those kind of things. And I heard the story is really
Yep.
good,
Hmm.
and I'm also voting for my dollar with this. I'm hoping this is the kind of this game will get like remade because
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, but unfortunately the studio that made it shut down like a while ago.
Oh, okay.
But PlayStation still owns it. They own all
Okay.
of it,
Well,
so
that's, they have the rights, so
they have
that,
the
that
rights,
opens the door for remake,
right?
remaster.
And so
Yeah.
I'm playing it, and so I'm giving them what they need, the data. Show them like I'm playing this game and people are playing this game, and like they patched in 47 trophies with this game. Like
Oh,
that's
wow.
what's way more work than like you like typically should be doing for like just a port of a PS1 game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that shows something. It shows like they gave some effort, and maybe it's to gauge some interest.
Yeah. Hopefully, you
Hopefully,
know.
so
Well, you're spreading the word, so you're doing your job. So.
spreading the word. I just tweeted like a thing on Twitter, like a video. Oh, and like the dragoon part. So like you can like if you hit the enemies enough, you gain like a SP, and if you have enough SP, you fill the bar. You turn into a dragoon, and you do a dragoon attack, which you grow like you grow like some sick ass armor. You got these like wings, this like fiery like wings behind you, and you do a dragoon attack, which is also like another quick time thing. It's where it goes in a like there's this tick, and then it goes in a circle, and like at the top tick you have to like press X and do that 3 times, but it gets faster and faster.
Yeah.
If you do it
Mhm.
right, it more damage. So like
Nice.
and it like
Oh, it's kind of like Paper Mario combat
yes,
a little bit.
Paper
Yeah.
Mario combat. So like I like that. It it's
Mhm.
not I like completely turn based where like I can just not touch anything and it's fine, but it's also like you have to like have to keep in mind, you have to keep
A little engagement.
it makes you engage, and I like that.
Yeah.
I like how it feels like very 90s esque, and how like the
Hmm.
characters are written, and it's written pretty good actually. It's written pretty funny,
That's good. Nice.
so
Nice.
that's good. I had to look up some like walkthrough stuff just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Hmm. Yeah,
Like I
those old
wanted,
games, sometimes you have to because it's a
yeah.
little bit more obscure, you
The
know.
the written strategy guide for this game is like hundreds of dollars.
Wow.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that's too much. I
Too
can't
much.
just cannot.
So, and I also started playing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga that got ported to the Nintendo Switch Online.
I've heard of that, but I don't know what it is.
It's the same, has the same mechanics as Paper Mario, where like it's
Hmm.
you press at the right time, more damage. It's
Right.
like on the GBA, right? It's really cool.
Hell
So,
yeah.
I've been playing those 3 main games during my sick leave. What have what have you been playing, my friend?
I kind of like, I don't know, my attention span or something. Like I kind of dipped out on Dark Souls and Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been like Minecraft boys.
Yes.
But I won't play it on console anymore because like I forgot how much like less of a fucking hassle it is to play with a mouse.
Yeah.
Because like you can move in the inventory and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I made one world on the Windows edition,
Yeah, Windows
and like
Edition.
yeah, my fucking like it runs like ass. Like they don't optimize it at all. Like
Yeah.
I have a beef computer. Like this thing is like it's a laptop, but like
It's a beef
this thing is
laptop.
like power. And
Uh-huh.
I switched to the Java edition from the old as fuck days that I had my old ass account that I bought in like 2011 or whatever.
Yeah.
And it runs like 20 times better. It's so weird. I don't know what it is. But
Getting the high FPSs.
yeah, it's nice. And like the Java edition, it feels like it's like I don't know, it's just like better. Like when you play on Windows, like it feels like everything's all fucking weird and I don't know how to describe it. It's like a weird like optimization or like
Mm-hmm.
it just feels like inauthentic, I guess. I don't know why they don't just merge them because Minecraft is currently maintaining three different versions. You
Yep.
know, there's mobile, Windows, and Java. Like it's
Well,
weird.
Bedrock, which is what they call the Windows edition, Bedrock is technically all of Windows, mobile, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch.
Oh, okay.
So when an
So
update
that
goes
means they
out,
maintain two versions then.
yeah,
Okay.
two
Well,
versions,
even
which
then, it's stupid. Yeah.
two versions, but it's really like a lot of versions.
Yeah.
So yeah, I tried playing the Windows edition of Minecraft, and I have to play Java to like to see what you're talking about, but
It's way better.
I tried like making my own world with shaders because like I have a beef
Mhm.
computer now and I'm gonna try that, and it only lets you play like adventure worlds that like you had to buy or download for
Yeah.
free.
See, that's what I hate about the Windows version is because like everything is monetized.
Yeah, and
Like
I
you
couldn't
pay a
even
little
buy
bit.
that. I couldn't even buy
Yeah.
shaders.
Yeah, like you have to like in Java you can like change your skin and you don't have to buy it, like it's weird. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I it's just no. If I could buy like a shader pack, that would have been fine, but I can't even do that.
Yeah. At
So
least in Java you can mod stuff in like on Windows it's like locked like the consoles are. It's stupid.
yeah, how do you
Um,
you can still like join other people's worlds, or like you have to make like a server. How does it work? Like joining, if I wanted to join your world on
mm.
Java.
It's probably not as hard as it was 10 years ago, but it's you have to make a server and like set that up and all that shit.
That
So I
costs
don't know.
money.
No, I doubt it.
Like what
It
is
didn't cost money 10 years ago when we
hmm
used to do it. So
wonder how wonder how that like works. Like don't you have
I'm
to
not
like
sure.
maintain it somehow, or like I don't know.
Yeah. In the old, it used to be so complicated. Oh my God. We used to spend hours trying to figure that
Uh
shit out. We were all in middle school, so maybe it wasn't that hard, but um, yeah, that was tough stuff.
hmm.
But yeah, Java edition better for sure.
I'll try that. I gotta download it because I own it too. It's good. So
Mm.
just Minecraft, really?
Yeah, that's it. And then like I don't know, I've been listening to a lot of music, which goes in tandem with my page. That like I said, I'll talk again at the end of the episode, but um yeah, just trying to like listen to a lot of new stuff. So yeah, it's been cool.
Good. It's almost like would you say music has taken over as like your number one hobby?
Yeah, and it has been my number one hobby in the past, so I guess it's kind of a cyclical thing. Like at
Yeah.
this point, like yeah, I'd say like I spend most of my time like I'm on like that rate your music website all the time, and like dude, the amount of exploration you can do and the obscure weird shit you never hear of like that you can find on there, it's amazing. So
Good.
yeah, I've been watching like a lot of music documentaries and all kinds of shit.
All kinds of
Yeah.
stuff.
So
That's good. Yeah, my parents have like DVDs of concerts and like documentaries of like their favorite bands of like the
yeah.
80s hard rockers, you know.
Yeah, right. Hell yeah.
That's good. It's good. So like you'd be listening to music while playing Minecraft pretty much.
Oh yeah, that's like the main thing. Is like when I do an album review for my page, I listen to each album probably 3 or 4 times before I like finish what I'm writing. So the first listen is like, do I like this track? Do I not like this track? So I'm not reading the lyrics. I'm not like boggling down with the headphones and like listening for all like the little tiny things and the audio and all that stuff. And then I'm just it's a casual experience. And then listen to I'll either look more in depth at the sound or I'll look more in depth at the lyrics. And then listen three will be whatever one I didn't do for listen two. So like if I looked at lyrics for two, then I'll look at sound for three. If I looked at sound for two, I'll look at lyrics for three. And then four is kind of I look at it as a cohesive piece of art, and then kind of take a I'll either that fourth listen will either be writing or like while I'm writing the review,
Yeah.
or just like right before it. So, but
Okay.
yeah, and like something like I call it a review, but like I don't like on my page. I'm never gonna do anything negative, you know.
Yeah.
Like I'm never like I don't want to make that part of it. You know, like there's plenty of albums I don't like, but I'm not gonna like go out of my way to promote like how shitty something is. Like I'm not gonna diss somebody else's art because like that art might be really good to somebody else, and like
Yeah. Want to be
it's
more
not my place
positive.
to like it's not my place to give it like negative view.
Yeah, so it's more,
context.
you're not a critic, you're more of a
Yeah.
appreciator.
Appreciator, promoter. Yeah, because like what I decided myself is I'm never gonna review anything that I think is less than a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because a 5 is just like, to me that just means I'm indifferent. You know, like take it or leave it, whatever. 6 is good. Like I have a scale. Like 6 is good, 7 is great, 8 is amazing, 9 is incredible, and 10 is perfect. So
yeah, I always found it's easier to like for some things to let's see, I'm trying to say, okay, it's harder to criticize something, like point out its flaws and like thoroughly go through and like why this isn't good, like, but it's also your opinion, which also is like, it's like how we did it in like AP Lang, how we had to do all that stuff. Like I just don't have that like mindset anymore, of like taking stuff, analyzing it, and why I think it's bad. I would rather like just kind of just gush about how good like a game is. And, like I'll say some bad things, but like for example, if I was ever going to do a review, I'm not going to spend 15 minutes like bashing something because it's terrible.
And the other thing I thought is like to adequately review something I don't like, that would involve me experiencing the thing I don't like multiple times, and I'm just going to be like annoyed, and it'll make me hate it more, you know?
Yeah.
Because like if I'm listening to an album that I think is like a 3 out of 10 and I have to review it and like tell everyone why it sucks, like I just have to consume things that I don't want to consume already. Like that seems silly.
Yeah, and at that point, like that's a job. You're doing it as a job, not as a hobby.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like, because it's not my job to tell you like what to listen to and what not to listen to. I'm just trying to tell you like what I think is interesting, and then why I think it's interesting. And if you think that, you know, my opinion is valid or has substance to it, then you can explore what I think is interesting as well. That's kind of the point.
Yeah, make the decision for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like that. So I can start recommending games to you that you would listen to. You won't have to like inherently listen to like a story or anything. I could like recommend stuff like Slay the Spire, for example.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of games do you like playing while trying to review an album today?
I need something that I can do automatic, you know? Like Minecraft's automatic. Like I know what I'm doing. Slay the Spire is automatic. It's like really basic stuff. Like I can't be playing games where like I have to read or pay attention to the story, because then like my mind is, for one, it's attached to two different things. And, you know, then I'm only absorbing, you know, both things like halfway, which is, you know, not productive. And then like, so like I can't be reading. It can't be like basically like big characteristics of games, like having a story that matters, like I can't do that. Like
Yeah.
because if I'm trying to intelligently listen to something and like pick out why it's important, then I can't like be paying attention to a story or a dialogue or something.
Okay. So like a lot of God, what's Dead Cells genre called again?
Uh, I know it. Isn't that what Ishan played? Maybe.
Yeah. What is Dead Cells, like The Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Uh, the random ones.
God, yeah, like dungeon stuff.
Roguelike.
Roguelike games. It's like
There you
something
go.
like that, and obviously like Minecraft's a
Yeah,
unique thing. But like
right.
multiplayer games, you think maybe like COD, Halo.
Um, yeah, yeah.
Is that too much attention?
It's a little too intensive because like in Halo, like because like I have to try. Oh, my camera went way out of focus. Holy shit! Look at
You're
me.
good. Is it good?
No,
No, no.
hold
It's
on.
weird.
It's the light because it's super low in here. Okay, whatever. It'll focus again at some point. So here maybe I'll just do this. No, it's not gonna work. Okay, whatever. Yeah, because like when I play like competitive multiplayer, like I have to try. Like I'm not a person who can play it casually without like getting pissed. So multiplayer, like it would be like a case by case basis.
A
Trying to
case by
fix
case
the light,
basis.
maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So what about it's
Okay.
let's see.
There
I
we
know
go. Okay.
not getting into the topic at all, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Um
It focused again, so we're good.
all right.
Oh,
So like what about like a puzzle game?
yeah. I play
Puzzle
like
game,
Portal. Yeah.
Portal, or like I can recommend some ones on Game Pass at least, like Tunic. Tunic's a good one. It's like kind of like
Mhm.
Zelda, old like Zelda inspired
Okay.
stuff like that. I'll get a list down for sure.
Sure. Hell yeah.
I think you would like this kind of game that like it's actually one of the games that we were going to talk about. Maybe it's for a certain kind of person, but we can just jump into it now. So the topic at hand, which we haven't mentioned at all, Eddie came up with the idea of like just talking about the games we played in our childhood that made an impact on us and that we still remember to this day. That kind of like
Yes.
definitely these didn't shape the kind of games I'm playing now, but it's what I liked. And so that's the
Right.
kind of person that like you can still see me as today.
Mhm. Yeah.
And hopefully for Eddie too.
Yeah. I treat it like influence. Like there's a psychological principle like you your music taste is heavily influenced by whatever you were listening to when you were 14.
14.
That's like something they've done studies on.
Really?
But if you think about the music that you listened to when you were 14, most of the music you listen to for the rest of your life will take qualities from that era.
Yeah.
Um, so like if you listen to a lot of like AC/DC when you were 14, like you're gonna trend towards like hard rock, 80s, and like whatever textures that AC/DC has, you're gonna trend towards
Interesting.
that. The
Okay.
same thing goes with games. So like, when you're in your developmental years, your brain, whatever it's exposed to, that kind of becomes your taste.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're exposed to certain types of media, these being games, your taste will be mirrored in the rest of your life. And I'll kind of go into that when I go into my first choice. But yeah.
Okay. And I just thought of another game now that like I might mention later. I'll write that down.
Okay.
Bless you, by the way. Not you, Eddie.
I know.
Yeah, yeah. Just not for the honest. My
I know.
girlfriend's in the room too. Me. Yeah. How my tastes are now. My tastes have been like the past. I would say 3 years. I would say since COVID or like starting before a little bit before COVID, my tastes have I would say drastically changed. Wouldn't you
Okay.
say?
Yeah, I'd say so. You have more of an eclectic gaming taste than I do.
Mm. I am more open to like trying
Mhm.
things, but it's
Yeah.
still like
Your yeah, like your taste in games is like my taste in music. Like you go deeper, you know.
yeah, absolutely. So that let's get into it. What's your first childhood game that you fondly remember playing as little Eddie?
Numero uno. All right, hold on. I gotta split my screen here. All right, here we go. Okay, so my first choice, these are not in order. These are just what I
Hmm.
thought of. So my first choice is actually my first gaming memory.
Hmm.
This is the OG NES Legend of Zelda
Oh
as well.
yes, that's
Yeah.
right. You
Um,
would tell me about that, huh? Your mom would
yeah,
play that.
yeah. So this one's kind of cool. This is where like I get my gamer gene from, which is from my mom. My mom does not play games anymore at all. But when the NES came out and Zelda came out, my mom she had a Nintendo and she had Legend of Zelda and she fucking adored it. And she adored it to the point where she became like obsessive and like
Hmm.
an ultra strategist. And it was like I think the coolest nerdy thing that she ever did was like she had a notebook full of strategy on how to beat the whole game. Like she wrote down like all the dungeon
Yeah,
pathing. Like, is amazing. There were maps and drawings. It was incredible. It was like a whole handmade, self-made strategy guide. It was incredible.
that's awesome. That's
Um,
right. Did you ever show me? Did I ever like see that and physically? Or does she
uh,
still have it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know where that would be, but we might have thrown it away when we got rid of our Nintendo. But I have another Nintendo now. It's not the same one,
You have
but
another one?
yeah, I have an original Nintendo.
Oh,
Yeah,
you have original NES still?
yeah,
Oh, that's sick. That's awesome.
yeah. That's one of my more proud collector items.
Yeah, keep that.
um, those in my cameras, but yeah, but yeah. So that one, that's a huge one for me. I love that. And what I'll talk about how it influenced my tastes is I loved Zelda so much because it felt like such a massive world.
Hmm.
Um, And regardless of how simple it was, it was a great example of world building. Like I think it was like an mid '80s version of like the world of like an Elden Ring.
Hmm.
Lots of dynamic environments. Like they look very simplistic, but just how they played with color in really simple ways. You have blue and green and red and purple, and it's
Hmm.
not that crazy, but like um, just as the environments are so drastically impressive and different aesthetically in a game like Elden Ring, you get that in a much more primitive context with Legend of Zelda. So yeah, the world building, the RPG elements where you have the shops and you can buy the better weapons and you have items, and I love that. So yeah.
Yeah, it was. I never played it. It just seems like because I remember like looking at like people playing it, and I just remember reading that like to figure out where to go next, you have to like click on a random tree or something
Yeah,
like that. I was like, how that? Like,
I have
dang,
no
no
idea.
hints or anything. Did you ever? Okay, first on this list of games that you have you beat any of them? Like credits rolled.
Um, one, two, three. Mm,
Personally, I don't remember rolling the credits on any of these games.
some of these you
Like
can't
beating them.
really beat. Um,
Yeah,
but like of the beatable ones, I'd say four of the 10.
dang.
Yeah.
I think I beat one I have on here, to be honest. But good
Yeah.
choice. Yeah, Legend of Zelda. Definitely got
Great.
that from your mom. It was really hard game. Like what did you remember like your like favorite characters, like how or playing it? Was it difficult as a kid?
Um, I was so young, like so young. I was maybe 5, 6,
Uh-huh.
Um, I just remember the music and the sound effects. Great sound effects. Sound design is awesome. Um, and then the colors of the leveling and the dungeons,
Hmm.
with the shops, and yeah, the shopkeep was eerie, and the fire, and it was all black, and yeah, it was like I see so many things that I really love in my life now that really appeal to me just from like looking at that game. So yeah,
Hell yeah,
kind of
dude.
cool.
That's awesome. And let's see. So I never played it, but for my first game, I'm going with technically like two, but like, I played them interchangeably.
Okay.
So actually, I might say two. I might say two that I actually beat. But the first one, Pokemon Leaf Green slash
Okay.
Pokemon Ruby. That was like Game Boy.
Yep.
Because the first gaming console I ever had was the Game Boy and Game Boy
Okay.
Advance SP, the clamp one, not the one that
Yeah.
doesn't light up and like
Yeah.
can't. If you're playing that in the original Game Boy Advance in the nighttime, you're screwed.
Yeah. Right.
So like I had the clamp. Clamp was awesome. I remember that.
Oh
It would always be in the back seat of my mom's car. And so whenever we went anywhere, I'd always whip that thing out and play.
yeah.
Fondest memories was I want to say the first game I ever played was Pokemon, like Leaf Green Ruby. But if I'm being realistic, I think it was that Franklin the Turtle game that I was asking about earlier.
Oh man.
I don't know what
Now that I think, I gotta think about, actually, I think my actual first gaming memory was I had it was actually a racing game, and I had a
okay.
wheel.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah, dude, I was hardcore. It was I think it was a Tonka truck driving simulator,
Tonka.
and like I had a
Okay.
wheel and you could fucking drive. It was really cool. Like really old, like mid 2000s like vibe,
Yeah.
but like
I,
yeah, I
I'm gonna
think that's
piggy
probably my first one
I'm
actually.
gonna piggyback on that with I at my grandparents' house, they had one of those like fat like beige looking computers, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh
Like
yeah,
yeah. And it had a joystick and I would play a motorcycle racing game
yeah.
on it.
Hmm.
And it was like just endless like terrain, like just riding.
Oh yeah, man. I
That
remember
seems
those.
self I could not tell you what it was called at all.
Mhm. Yeah, dude. I had a game called MX versus ATV on the
Oh,
PS2.
that's that's
That was probably it.
I have I have a game that's similar to that.
Yeah.
I'll say that
Yeah.
I'll say it next after yours. But let me talk about Pokemon Leaf Green and Ruby. I loved Pokemon so much as a kid, and I still like Pokemon today. Like I'm still buying Pokemon now. But oh man, Leaf Green, like the sounds and everything that it made, I
Mhm.
loved the sounds of like I just like Game Boy Advance style
Yeah.
sounds. There's like a term for those sounds like techno
Chip
or
tune.
huh?
Chip tune.
Chip
Chip
tune.
tune. Yes.
Chip tune. I love chip tune music, dude. I'm gonna search that up after.
Mhm.
Oh man, it's so cool. I just love it. It brings back so many good memories. I my, I remember getting my boy Blastoise to level 100 in
Hell
Leaf
yeah.
Green.
Damn. Holy shit. I
I
never got
played it
that
so
far.
much. I finally remember getting it. It's like either 99 or actually 100. I don't know what
Damn.
I was doing, dude.
Yeah. Dude, you were hardcore. I never got far in Pokemon games in my young days. I never did.
I want to say I beat it and I beat the Elite Four and everything,
Damn.
but I couldn't tell you if I did or not. I wish I still had my original cartridge. That'd be so cool.
Yeah. That is sick, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon stays with me. It's always gonna stay with me.
Yeah.
I could just
Yeah.
ah go on forever about Pokemon, but always in the back of my mom's car. It was a red Game Boy Advance SP. That's what I remember.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I had a silver one, I think. I don't know if it was an SP though. I think mine was uh, it was a newer Game Boy, like
Yeah,
with like a digital screen.
there was three Game Boy like advances, or like they had the Game Boy Micro, which was a
Mm-mm.
tiny like rectangular thing. It was
Mine was
just
like two squares and it would flip open.
yeah, that's the SP.
Okay, that's what I had then. I think everyone from our age group had one.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
easy. That's like the best portable gaming console ever,
Yeah.
dude. It's
Yeah, I
so
had some.
small.
Oh man, I had some great games on that thing. God damn it. Ooh,
Oh,
I
I
can
could
think
talk
of a
about some
billion.
more. Dang, I just thought of one more game too. All right.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
Oh shit, I closed my document. Hold on. Oh no. Um, yeah, but like on that Game Boy, like I had an Incredibles game. I had a weird game. It was like a Mario like combo thing where like you could gamble with Luigi. Do you remember that one?
I think that's Mario and Luigi.
I don't know what it was, but like you could go in the casino and gamble. It was weird. I don't know. Not for children.
What? Dang,
uh,
Nintendo made that game.
yeah, for real, dude. Like you were like hitting the slots and shit. But I could kind of that's like an honorable mention. Whatever the Luigi gambling game.
All
That's
right.
on there.
Okay.
Okay. My next actual pick is on the same console, and it's the OG first Super
Oh,
Mario Bros.
Super
Yeah.
Mario Bros.
And yeah, this is kind of similar with Zelda, not in the world building aspect, well, kind of in that aspect, but mostly in the idea of soundtrack and level design and color. Because I think the sort of the like just from like World 1 to World 1 2, what a fucking amazing
Go.
transition. Like 1 is, your the first fucking level, like, you get
Yeah,
the
the do
traditional
do do
music.
do 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 do.
Yeah, iconic music you can never forget. Um Great open bright skyline, and they play with greens and that red, and it's such a cool design. And then you switch to 1 2 and you're underground and everything's blue and dark and the music is more dingier and it's darker. And yeah, the music pairing with the aesthetics of those early retro games are absolutely astonishing, like the way that they make them so well paired. But yeah, Mario, super fun. I never beat it. I think I got to World 6, and
Hmm.
that was always the one that my mom could never beat because she thought it was super hard. But it was like, I think it was 6-1 or 6-3, but it was one of those moving platform levels
Oh
where,
yeah, one of those.
oh, they're so hard. Oh my God. So yeah, that would be it.
Awesome. Good pick. I remember playing Mario, but
Good time.
never the original ones. Or if I
They're
did, it was in
fun.
the arcade, and I just don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had 1, 2, and 3 on the original Nintendo. Yeah.
Okay.
2 is kind of schmid because it was really hard.
Hmm.
And 3 I played a lot of too. And then after that you go to the Super Nintendo, which I never had one, but yeah.
All right. Good stuff. So, my next game, and I think we still have the original. No, we don't have the original disc still, but Just Dance on the Wii.
Hell yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
have a
dude.
rhythm game on my list too.
Dude, Just
Hell
Dance was
yeah.
amazing. I still have songs from Just Dance 1, 2, 3. Like, dude, great selection of songs. Like, at least the first four games. And, like, dude, I swear, the hardest Just Dance song, still to this day, I think, I've never experienced a harder one, is Rasputin on Just Dance 2.
Who's it by?
I don't know. I know the
Oh,
song title.
okay.
Rasputin. And rah rah Rasputin, lover
Oh,
of the
that
Russian
song. Yeah, yeah,
king.
yeah. The Russian one.
Yeah, it talks about Rasputin, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, it was so fun. I would always get a sweat, like a work. It was a workout playing that. It was like
Yep.
a fun workout that you would do.
Yep. Hell yeah. Was that on the
Oh,
360 with the Connect?
I had a Wii. I was doing it with the Wii.
I was on the Wii. Okay. Yeah.
I actually never owned a 360.
Oh shit. All
I
right.
was all. It was always my cousins had one, or yeah, or someone I knew. Because I never owned a 360. It was PS3 and Wii for me at
Yeah.
that time.
There was no motion thing for the PlayStation 3, was there?
There was a PlayStation
Oh,
Move, but it
oh,
was
shit.
It was. That's why. That's the point. You've never heard about it. It never got super big.
There's a reason you've never heard about it.
There's a reason you never heard about it.
Yeah.
All those like I'm putting grouping in all the Just Dance games, like at least 1 through 4. So good, absolute bangers, dude. They had great song selection. There's like DLC. There's like actual DLC that I had to download. Funky Town. I remember Funky Town. I finally remember some Jackson 5 song.
Nice.
I'd kill with that one. And then like it's like that, that one that goes like my satisfaction.
My satisfaction. No, I never played Just Dance, so I don't know.
Oh, love those games. What you got next?
All right, up next. Okay, we're gonna go into this is I probably if I had I would say this is the most. So like if this list was ranked, this would be number 1. Guitar Hero World Tour.
Hell yes.
Yeah. So Guitar Hero World Tour came out in like 2007 or something. It was the first Guitar Hero that was on the Wii, because I didn't have Guitar Hero for the Xbox or the PlayStation. I had it for the Wii. So I had the least common version. But so Guitar Hero, and it kind of makes sense that it's probably the most defining, because like music became a huge passion of mine. Like I play guitar, I play real guitar, and like I'm like a big music nerd, and like I try to, but yeah, Guitar Hero World Tour, Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, and Guitar Hero 5 are
okay.
Like,
so 3, 4, and 5.
It wouldn't be 3, no.
Guitar Hero 3,
4, 5, and 6. Yeah, Warriors of Rock was 6.
I thought 5 was the last, like before Live.
Yeah. Warriors of Rock came out in like 2011. I think that was the last. That was the last one before they sucked. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But Warriors of Rock, underrated. Nobody played it, but it was amazing. There were some.
Yeah.
By the time 5 and Warriors came out, like, they started to use like more like edgier songs. Like there was some Nirvana and like. It was kind of. Yeah, it got a little heavier, which I liked, so that was fun. But yeah, those, like, they're so important to me because, for one, they shaped my taste as a music listener, but also like I played Guitar Hero for hours and hours and hours. Even in high school, I had like a second coming of Guitar Hero. Like when I was a junior, I would play Guitar Hero like fucking every day, like all the time. Yeah,
I remember that. I don't remember you talking about that. What the heck?
Yeah, because I remember being in the Xbox party and everyone would complain, I can hear you fucking strumming the guitar.
Oh, okay. I remember. I remember the strumming. I just hear a bunch of
that click.
Yeah, a bunch of clicking.
Yeah. So yeah, I Guitar Hero is awesome, and great tracks on there. Fucking like the whole set list of World Tour is like amazing. Like. A lot of it's, a lot of corny pop rock and whatever that I don't really care for that much anymore. But like, it's just amazing. It's an amazing way for that, like, our generation got a taste of like older music, and I love that. So yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna piggyback on that. I have Guitar Hero. I have Guitar Hero 1 on here.
Oh wow!
I played down the PS2.
Damn. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna look up the track list for Guitar Hero 1, because I played like those songs so much. Let me see, like Killer Queen. I played Smoke on the Water. It was really good.
Yep.
Let me see, Cherry Pie. I played that one. Carry On Wayward Son. Take Me Out. Heart Shaped Box by Nirvana is actually on here.
That's a great song. Yeah.
Oh man, Shout Out the Devil. Yeah. Great songs. I love Guitar Hero 1. Since my dad loved to play guitar too, I was like, Dad, you want to play? You want to play, Dad? I'm just like you.
That's awesome.
He actually doesn't like Guitar Hero. He's like, that's not how you play guitar.
It's not the same.
It's not
And
the
that's
same.
true, but like, who cares, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's for the real stuff's for, what is it? Rocks. What is it called?
Rocksmith.
Rocksmith.
I had that game too because that helped me learn guitar in the early days.
That's right. I remember you playing Rocksmith.
Yeah.
So yeah, love Guitar Hero 1, dude. And
Oh,
I have all of them. I think this is before when I first started like collecting like the old like PS2 games. I would just throw away the cases and just keep them in like my CD holder, which was a mistake because apparently like taking them in and out constantly like leaves scratches.
Ooh, yeah, you're right.
So I originally owned Guitar Hero 1, 2, and 3. Oh, and Rock the 80s too. Rock the 80s was a good one, but I'm not gonna thought to ask for another one. And I had to buy 4, which was World Tour, and then I think I don't know if I have 5, but there's another one. Oh, Aerosmith. I bought Aerosmith. So the only ones I don't have is they actually made a Metallica one, which on the PS2 is kind of expensive. It's like $40-$50 on the PS2.
Yeah. I've heard of that.
That's the one I wanted to play. I bet that goes pretty good too. I bet that goes hard. Like with the buttons.
Yep, right.
I would love to do, yeah. Oh my gosh, I would love to play that.
Yep, yeah. And then I had another one. It was Guitar Hero Greatest Hits, which was
Greatest Hits. That's right.
That one had that was a culmination of the popular songs from 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. That one had some great ones on it because that's why I knew some of the ones from 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had World Tour 5, Warriors of Rock, Greatest Hits, and I had a Rock Band game, but I hated Rock Band because the timing was weird. Like it felt different. I couldn't play Rock Band. Like when everyone's like, "Oh, let's play Rock Band," I was like, "Oh God, I'm gonna suck," because like the timing's fucking weird, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do you got? Next one.
Next, Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked.
Oh, love Ratchet and Clank.
Go
talk about it.
Definitely best Ratchet and Clank game for fucking sure. Concept and story, awesome. He gets imprisoned and he has to fight his way for his freedom, and like it's like this dystopian like prison culture, kind of like there's an episode of Black Mirror where they're like all imprisoned and like they have to like do these tasks to get money.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's with It's the guy who's in Nope, right?
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but
it's similar to that. Like it's not as horrible as Black Mirror, but like you're like imprisoned and like you have to beat these big boss guys, and the weapon system is amazing, and like and the atmosphere, it's like a little bit darker than the other Ratchet and Clank games, so like it's like edgy Ratchet, you know? Like he's got a black outfit on, he looks sick as fuck. Like yeah,
dude, his armor in that is that's the most dope armor set Ratchet's ever had.
Triangle, iconic costume design, amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Love that game. And the enemy design and the bosses they have interesting personalities and they're all different. It's great game, amazing,
dude. Like PlayStation should take more control of like their old catalog. It's they could just sell it for like $10 a pop, dude.
They make a bunch of money.
They make so much, but like it's like not where their focus is. I don't know. They're more of like they're starting to become like a cross media kind of thing because like The Last of Us, a God of War show's coming. Twisted Metal, I think movie or show is coming. A Horizon show is coming now, and they're making a Gran Turismo movie.
It's because I think because of the rise of Netflix, I think that showed other companies that you don't have to be a Hollywood production company to make movies. Anybody can make movies. You just need a lot of money, and Sony's got a lot of fucking money.
Right, dude. So, Uncharted, like that. It's cross promotion. What else? they what really like popped off for them was like they saw how much The Witcher sales skyrocketed as soon as like that came out, the first season in like what 2019. Witcher sales are up like 100%, 150%.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
it's the perfect strategy too. You see this like it has to be quality too. It can't be crap like the
Right.
Warcraft movie or
Oh
like
God.
the
Oof.
Doom 3 movie. Remember that?
Mortal Kombat movies.
Hold on.
Bad.
The first couple Mortal Kombat movies in the 90s were really good actually.
They're just kind of corny.
They're corny, but that's the whole point of Mortal Kombat too.
Yeah,
They
that's
say those
true.
cheesy lines as soon as you like get a fatality on somebody.
Yeah.
You're like Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage say like the most out of pocket things.
Yeah. Oh man, he's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you remember the old the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie where they're in the costumes and Shredder? I
Yes.
think Shredder's a puppet
Yeah.
or not Shredder. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
Splinter.
that.
Splinter's a puppet.
Splinter,
Excuse me.
yeah.
Yeah, that movie is corny as fuck, but I love it.
Dude, those moves are sick. TMNT is awesome. I should have
Yep.
included that on this list. There is actually a Turtles game that I love playing.
Yeah, I played an old 80s one or maybe 90s on a one of my family members had a Sega handheld console. I don't know what it was
The Game
called.
Gear?
I think so.
It's like
Yeah.
a Game Gear, I want to say.
Yeah. I played on that a lot. I played a lot of Sonic and yeah, I
Hell
had one of
yeah.
them. That was a good time. What's the movie I'm thinking of? Hold on. Wow, that came out in 1990. Holy
The
shit.
first
That's
Turtles
old.
movie?
Yeah. Oh my god, look at those costumes.
Hey, I kind of like how they're like genuine and stuck to like practical effects too. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think it's a great movie. Uh I think it gets overly hated for no reason, but like
Yeah.
yeah, those three were really cool. And then the one that came out in 2014, you remember that one?
It was all CG. They looked like they like actual monsters, like abominations. I didn't
Dude,
like it.
that was a sick movie. I love that movie. I think it was
I don't know
great.
if I can get past like how they look. They look too much like about like mutants.
They were a little scary. It was a little spooky.
Yeah, if they just tone that back a bit and like yeah, that sounded for another time. I can go
Yeah,
on about the turtles. I love Ninja Turtles, dude.
Turtles a great little piece of culture.
Yeah. All right. So this next game is another one I would always play in the back of the car whenever I'd go somewhere. It's called Freak Style, one word.
Hmm.
It originally came out on like the PlayStation or at least at least the GameCube at least, but it was a racing game, and since
Okay.
it was ported to the GBA, it was like isometric, like a weird
Oh yeah.
angle. It's like I remember that. Oh man, I could just see like the pixels moving like on the guy itself.
Oh jeez.
But I like that the music was really cool in that game too. But
So it's like Super Mario Kart, but like worse.
not even like that.
Oof.
At least you follow like behind them. This was like top down isometric.
Oh god.
You had to go through the
Jesus.
levels and like that. I was like, dude, this is sick. I was doing tricks and
Like
everything.
GTA 2.
Yeah, pretty much like GTA 2, but more of
Yikes.
like an angle.
Oh god. Horrible.
Yeah, I love playing that though. Doing some freestyle. In the name, it's freestyle, so you're doing a bunch of freestyle moves that I
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
really like make out because it was all pixelated and stuff.
Right.
But that's my next one. Like I played that religiously, never beat it. I think it had like the you remember how games had like a password save system?
Maybe.
I know like a SpongeBob game would have like a password save system. Like enter these 3 letters or 4 letter combination, you would go to this level.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had
remember
one of
that.
those. Like I never beat it, but I just love playing it. Doesn't matter to me.
Hmm. Yeah. I've never heard of that one.
All right, what you got?
All right. I've talked about this like 8 times on the podcast, but BioShock 1.
Ooh, let's go.
I used to go to my friend Jonathan Volante's house every morning.
Way to dox him. Way to dox him. You said his last name.
Oh, I did. Wow, that was weird. Why did I say that? Sorry. Well, okay. um, yeah, I used to go to his house every morning, and we would play games on his dad's like fancy gaming computer. It was like
Yeah.
2010 or so. Um, and we would play like all the golden games of the 2000s. So like
Yeah.
there's another game I'll talk about later, but BioShock 1 was one of them. And I love the atmosphere. It's like dark, underwater, weird, creepy enemies, and like crazy fucking people. It's just like, and like the magic with the what's that shit called? The fucking
Oh, I know what you're
starts
talking
with a
about.
V. Shit. I can't remember
Bad?
what it is.
No, Vim? No, I don't know. I know what you're talking about.
Vim.
Oh,
Vim.
Vim.
I think that's what it's called. But it's
Yeah.
like Vim. You have like lightning and shit. Like, oh man, that was a great one. Yeah, that's a big influence for me. Like how I like horror a lot, and how I love just like dark atmospheres, and like creepy shit and like weird. I like the ocean a lot too. I think that's kind of why.
Mm,
So, Bioshock for sure is a super good one. Yeah. What do you
yeah.
got?
These are technically two different games, but I played them interchangeably. And Nicktoons Unite. Do you remember
Oh
this
yeah.
game?
I
Dude,
think I played that.
I love Nicktoons Unite, dude. I always loved the cartoons. I was like, yo, they made a game with all these cartoon characters. Sign me
Mhm.
up. This is one of the games I want, like remastered remakes. There's 4 games. There was Nicktoons Unite, the first one. Then there was Nicktoons Volcano Island, Nicktoons Globs of
Oh,
Doom,
I had Volcano Island. That's the one I think I
Volcano
had.
Island, yeah, and then Attack of the Toy Bots, which was technically like it was. I think it was not. I think it was still Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots, but like it was more SpongeBob focused for some reason.
Holy shit, dude! I completely forgot about these.
I just
Oh my
unlocked
god!
a memory for you, didn't I? Just unlocked something.
Wow. Yeah, I did have Nicktoons Unite. Oh
I
my god.
love Nicktoons Unite, dude. If that came out today with online, oh my gosh, I'm playing that immediately. Nicktoons Unite is so fun. It was only two. You only had like 2 different kinds of attacks, and I know in the second game in Volcano Island, you would like team up with different party members, do like a special attack. I think something
Oh
like
my
that.
god, dude. Wow.
Isn't it such a cool concept, dude?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, I cannot fucking believe this. The Volcano Island was such a good game.
Yes,
Oh,
I love Volcano Island.
damn it, that was so good. Wow. And like each character had different weapons and like,
Yeah,
oh,
SpongeBob had the karate
wow.
chops. Danny Phantom
Yeah,
had its all
dude.
ghostly, like, pew, 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 and then you can still beat people
Yeah.
up. Let's see who
What a
else.
great game.
What an
Oh my
amazing
god.
game. Jimmy Neutron had his zapper, dude, to shoot people.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I remember like the first 4. Jimmy Neutron. Oh, Timmy Turner. Timmy Turner was there too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love those games.
Yeah. And then the Danny Phantom's like friend, the girl with the black hair.
Yeah, her.
I
Whatever
can't
her name
remember her
is.
name.
Whatever her
Damn
name
it.
is.
Yeah, she was a character. Yeah, it was a cool game. I love that.
Amazing game.
Sam, that's her
Damn,
name.
I want those
Sam.
remastered so bad. I want to play those
Wow, I can't
today.
believe I forgot about those. Oh my god, what a great game! Yeah, that's a great choice. I remember playing that all the time.
For those of you who don't know what kind of game it is a top down kind of like dungeon crawler almost but like very kid like and kid friendly. You would do puzzles and stuff, and you can control 4 people. You control one of 4 people, but you can do like co-op and have like 4 people playing at one time. And it was just like a beat 'em up, like an isometric
Yeah.
top down beat 'em up kind of game, featuring the Nickelodeon cartoon characters at that time.
Wasn't the Volcano Island like a platformer though?
Mm-mm. They're all beat 'em ups. They had platforming aspects in them. but
Okay.
they were like centered around platform, beating beating people up, beating enemies up. There's like puzzles and stuff that you would do too. A
I'm gonna
puzzle,
find a video of this so I can
top
remember what it
down.
looked like.
Oh man, I love those games, dude.
Yeah. Okay, I guess you're right. Yeah, it is like but it's like a kind of platformy-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a mix of platforming, puzzles, and beat 'em up.
Damn, what a great game. Oh my
What a
God.
goat game, dude! What an amazing game.
Super cool. God, I remember these. Oh my God, dude. Whoa. That's a
Whew.
core memory, bro.
Core memory. I love unlocking
Holy
those.
shit. Oh my God.
All
All
right,
right.
hit me. What you got?
Here I will present to you what I believe is the greatest world building example in any FPS ever.
Okay.
Half-Life 2. And that's like
Woo!
fucking I don't know what you call that. Like I don't know. Like
What?
people who like artsy games always say, "Oh, Half-Life 2 is the greatest FPS ever," blah, blah, blah. But like it kind of is
Uh,
though. It came out in 2004, but it looks like it came out in 2010. It runs perfectly. That's where I get my snobbery for like games having to run well,
yeah.
because a game in 2004 looks 10 years ahead of its time and it runs 10 years ahead of its time. So, um, yeah, it spawned probably the most iconic, well, one of the most iconic engines in gaming history with the Source engine. Um, and like so many games have been made. Counter-Strike's made off of that. Gary's Mod is made off of that. I could go down
Portal.
Portal, TF2, fucking the most iconic PC games of the 2000s and 2010s are made from the Half-Life engine. So, and then world building, it's dystopian, it's gray, it's dark, it's spooky. There's zombies, there's cool alien invaders, and it's amazing story. It's kind of an abstract story. It's kind of hard to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And given that they still haven't given us a fucking sequel to it,
Mm-hmm.
um, that doesn't really help. We did get a little more information with Half-Life Alyx, which was more of a prequel. But yeah, Half-Life 2, GOAT, amazing.
Go.
I normally play it like once a year. That's
Okay.
like one of those games. Yeah,
All right.
it's a pretty good one. So yeah, next one.
Next one I got is a bicycle, like a motor, not motocross, but it's what do you call like mountain biking? It's a mountain biking game
Yeah.
called Downhill Domination.
Is that the one that you had gameplay for when we
Yeah.
used to do the gameplay? Yeah, okay.
Yep. That one. Downhill
Yep.
Domination is so cool, dude.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I just like how you just like my favorite part is just like knocking people off their asses while they're biking. Just punch them, and like you upgrade every time you hit somebody off. You like upgrade to using your whole bicycle to like do like a front wheelie, and then just like whipping the back of your like bicycle wheel to just knock somebody off, punching them,
Yep.
kicking them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else I got? Throw and like your best one is where like you can throw. What is it called? It's just it's supposed to be a water bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a water bottle, but how it looks like a bottle of cocaine. To be honest,
Oh geez.
the way you hit somebody and just like kind of explodes, it looks like cocaine, dude.
Like powder.
Yeah, it looks like powder. It's like
That's funny.
it would have like somewhat like aim lock on people, just so
Yeah.
it's like you're not past like a huge rock or anything. You can just like nail them. Oh my! And the game's really fast. You're going. It's downhill like in the name. So you're
Yeah.
starting from the top and going down.
I
And
remember watching the game play.
dude, yes, dude,
Yeah.
Downhill Domination. I love that game. My dad played it, and he just gave it to me. Oh man, that
Oh, yeah.
game. I actually on the Pen and Pant Extras YouTube channel I have like gameplay of it. That I think it's actually like I don't put it for any money or anything, but it is technically like copyrighted for like music in there because it has
Oh, it's got yeah.
it has music in there from actual artists. It's actually just really good music.
Nice.
That's actually I've never beat it as a kid, but recently, a couple years ago, I did play through a whole campaign of one dude. That
Nice.
was really fun. Yeah,
Yeah. I love
love.
those little games that are like the concept is the same. I kind of so like what I did because I keep thinking of new games. Like I'm gonna keep it at 10, and then every time I think of a new game, I'm gonna have a list of honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, those like little like there's a lot of formulations of like that downhill style. I love those. Those are
Mm-hmm.
fun.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. What you got next?
All right. Let me type this. Okay. All right. Next. So this one's kind of an oddball. Only this was something that Alec got me into. And this is kind of like a strategy. I don't
Mm.
know what you call it. Like
An RTS, real time
yeah, an
strategy.
RTS. Yeah. Oh, I just thought of another one. Jesus. Hold on. Yeah, but this is the main RTS I love, and this is why I became a enjoyer of like city management type games,
Yeah.
like Civ and stuff like that. This one's called Rome Total War.
Oh, Total
Um,
War. Yeah, I
yeah,
love playing
and
that, dude.
yeah, Rome is like one of the most like critically acclaimed in the series. Also Medieval Total War,
Mm-hmm.
or excuse me, Medieval 2 Total War. Um, but yeah, this is super cool. Like being able to have the freedom of like running your empire, and also like it taught me.
Oh, on my end at least. Hello, Eddie. Oh, there you
What?
go. Okay, you just froze a little bit.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, but it taught me about European history and like showed me different part of the world and like Africa and like all different kinds of stuff. So like it gave me an appreciation for like history and like old shit. And yeah, I really like the city management, and like also doing the battles was like in the big cities. Like me and Alec would like make up these big sieges, and like it was amazing. I loved it.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, those I just get like overwhelmed whenever I play like one of those RTSs. And like
Mhm.
the most simple one I played, oh my gosh, it's an honorable mention. I'll write, it's called Lego Battles on the DS. It's technically like an
Okay.
RTS. I love playing that game on my DS. I play it at my parents' grandparents' house.
Yeah.
It's
I've never heard of that
classic.
one.
Building up like an army, build like for like your soldiers,
Yeah.
your actual base, management base, stuff like that. That was actually really fun. So like I could see where you love those games.
Yeah. They're really good. I love them.
All right. My next one, I have been preaching for this game to be remade, re-released, ported over. It's one of the greatest movie tie-in games I think there is ever
Movie tie-in.
going
Ooh.
to be, and this game is called Shrek 2, baby.
Oh yeah.
Shrek 2 is the same as Nicktoons Unite, and how it literally like it's like copy paste pretty much on
Yep.
how it's like a beat 'em up,
Yeah.
puzzles and platforming and stuff. Oh, but dude, it's it's so cool. Shrek 2. Like you
Oh
go
yeah.
through the whole story, and there's like a whole dragon chasing scene. It was awesome. It's just
Yeah.
playing like beating up people up as Shrek, the gingerbread man, Fiona.
Yep.
I think you could play as no, not Pinocchio, but definitely Donkey.
Yeah.
I know you could play as Donkey, Shrek, Fiona, and I want to say the gingerbread man. And maybe was Puss in Boots in the second or third one?
I don't remember. I don't know.
I don't think Puss in Boots was in the second one, but those four right there, I remember just kicking ass all of Shrek 2 with those four. It was awesome. This game needs to be remade. The music, the sound design is actually pretty cool. How like you start the first levels in the swamp. I can vividly remember those
I think I
graphics.
had it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh man,
I
the
remember
goat,
it.
the goat Shrek 2, amazing.
Hell yeah.
What you got next?
All right. All right. So I got three left, and then I'm just gonna rapid fire the honorable mentions because I have a fucking lot. All right. So this one is like a culmination of all the Pokemon games that I played, but it's mainly Diamond, Leaf. So mainly Diamond, and then secondarily Leaf Green, Emerald, or Leaf Green, Emerald, and Fire Red. Those are the ones that I
Hmm.
had. Um, I'll just talk about Diamond. Music, fucking 10.
Absolutely
Graphic,
10.
fucking 10. I like the Pokemon in Gen 4 were like super interesting. Like I love the Gen 3, like it's kind of a battle between 3 and 4 for me.
Yeah.
Um but the Pokemon are super interesting. I love the environments. I love like oh it's just amazing. It's incredible. And then we played it when I was there in Arizona when on the
Right.
Switch remastered.
Yep. Diamond Pearl.
Yep. So
Awesome.
yeah, that's definitely the defining Pokemon game. I had that on DS. I had a black DS. It was I think a DS Lite. I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. So played that all the time.
Go, dude. It's probably most of everybody's first RPG. It's like the most
Oh,
like layman RPG game there is. Like
the
it's very
most
easy.
accessible RPG. Yeah.
The most successful outside of probably like Paper Mario.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably that. Like Nintendo knows how to like simplify things for sure.
Right.
Great games. I already talked about mine. Love Pokemon Leaf Green Ruby. It's like the first ones I was playing.
Mm.
So this next one, I think I still have the disc, but man, I would bring this to my daycare every day. Grace Community Daycare, shout out, bro. They had a
Oh,
PS2.
oh, now you dox the
I
daycare.
think they're still up there.
Hell
They
yeah.
had a hanging TV, like a CRT, and below it there was like a cutout just specifically like slotted just for a PS2 to fit in there.
Huh.
And yeah, playing that all the time. Like we could only have like an hour or two or something like
Right.
play. Most of the time we were playing WWE SmackDown versus Raw 2008,
Yeah.
baby. 2008. Oh my gosh, I would smack everybody in that. I was like, hey yo, who wants to get smacked as as Rey Mysterio, John Cena, The Undertaker,
Oh,
Randy Orton,
oh man.
goats. And it was a feature. It was the first time it featured ECW, which is another wrestling thing, a part of a WWE or something. But
Yeah.
oh man, ladder matches, Money in the Bank matches, the Royal Rumble, dude. I would just you can make your own belt. The all the
Hell
way
yeah.
climbing to your top as a WWE champion. Oh man,
Insane.
love playing those games.
Hell yeah.
Especially 2008. 2008 was my favorite, but like that's not the consensus online.
Oh no.
One of the
There's a
consensus
WWE community consensus. What's the best one then?
there, it's like the early ones from like 2005 and 4. It's like Bring the Pain, Shut Your Mouth. Just weird dumb names too. I was like, I've never heard of these.
Macho as fuck. Super
Yeah.
hardcore. That's funny.
Was it? It's like Shut Your Mouth, Bring the Pain. And
Mm,
there's like one more. Then they started with like the sequential order ones like SmackDown versus Raw. Then it was like SmackDown versus Raw 2006, 7, 8 until all eventually went up.
hell yeah.
But yeah, those
Dude,
games are the goat.
you know, I just remembered when you said John Cena. Do you remember in the Fred movie, John Cena was his dad?
Yeah, and Fred.
That's a historic piece of media. The
God,
Fred movie.
that was just like
Holy
that was like
shit.
his first ever like I feel like movie appearance. That was hilarious.
Oh God. I want to. When did that come out? Fred movie.
2009, 10, no,
2010.
10, 10.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God. Crazy. Oh my God. What a time, man.
What
What
time
a fucking time.
your YouTube channel could become a show.
Jesus. All right.
What you got next?
All right. I'm gonna combine these two, and then we'll move on to honorable mentions after this. But
All right.
These two were the two games that I played mostly at my after like my daycare, my
Mm-hmm.
aftercare. So this would have been from yeah, like first to fifth grade. Yeah, first to fifth grade. So whenever we would play video games, we had a GameCube. They also had a Super Nintendo, but they got the
Ooh,
GameCube because it was newer. Um, so we had a
go.
GameCube, and we would play probably the two best-selling games for the GameCube, which are Mario Kart Double Dash and Smash Bros.
And
Melee.
Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Oh, it's another one I played. Oh my god.
So Mario Kart, self-explanatory, amazing, like action driving game. Like Mario Kart's super fun. Everyone
Oh,
gets my
dude,
dad.
Double Dash. I hold on. I love when you would if you had Waluigi on your cart. Every time you would switch to him, he'd be like, "It's Waluigi time."
Yeah, you said that last
Oh,
time.
I love Double Dash because of that. It's like, it's Waluigi time. Eh.
Yeah. So yeah, that one and like for Mario Kart games, it's either that or Mario Kart Wii because we played that towards the end of my days in elementary school at aftercare because that's when the Wii came out. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, the level design and the tracks are very interesting and everything's super cool. I loved it. It was amazing. So and then for Smash Bros, this is the golden standard for like fighting games in my opinion, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, its levels were cool. There was such a huge character selection, and it had such an immense size in terms of content and like how to unlock the characters and whatnot. Like it felt like a game that had so much mystery to it, and I loved it for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I adore
Did you get all the
those.
characters?
Oh God, no, no. I had it on my home GameCube also, but I kind of didn't really understand like how to get the characters. I know how to do it now, but like I didn't really understand because like I know it was kind of a random encounter system in a way, but like what I used to do is I would do. You remember on the game in Melee you could make those bracket
Yeah.
things. I used to do that all the time. Oh my God. And I would try to fight to the end, and that was amazing. I
Yeah.
love that. And the
That's
trophies in the
Dude,
the
I love the
trophy viewer.
trophies. How you could like
Oh
pop
man, that
them
was so
in.
good.
And you've had enough
Um,
credits or whatever, you would just get like a new one every time.
yeah,
Oh, it was so cool. I loved how they
yeah,
did that.
I love that. Yeah, so those are two
Yeah.
aftercare staples for sure.
I remember that I would do the campaign, and
Hmm.
that's how you would get some of them. And I think the other ones were just like kind of like random encounter chat, like after every 20 or something.
Right.
But yeah, I eventually got all the characters. I was like, yo, I want some more. I want more.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh man, I loved using like that was the first time the West was ever introduced to like the Fire Emblem characters, Marth and
Oh
Roy.
yeah.
You remember those
Yep.
two?
Yep. I remember yeah, because I was like wondering like who the fuck are these guys? Like they're not like cartoony
Yeah,
dorky characters like Pikachu and shit. I was like, who the fuck is this?
like anime swordsman.
Yeah, I had the same thought about Sheik. I was like, who the fuck is Sheik,
Yeah,
bro?
same. I
Like,
was like, what the fuck is Sheik?
who is this? Oh man. Yeah. But who did I main? I was a Link main, which is fucking mainstream as fuck, but I played
Ah,
Link, Samus, and oh god, I'm trying to remember. I have to put myself in my little
yeah.
little little mindset.
I liked Mario, Captain Falcon,
I hate Captain Falcon.
and the
Fuck.
blue bird Falco. What's his name? From Star
Uh
Fox.
yeah. Ooh, Star Fox is good. I like the fast characters. That's what I always played. So I
Yeah,
like I like Link. I liked
the Donkey Kong. I was annoying as Donkey Kong. The
I was
ground
never
pound.
good at it. That's the thing. I wasn't very good.
I was cheese. I was cheesing everybody with that.
I played Pikachu. I could never figure out how to play Ness. Ness felt so challenging.
Oh,
He had a
dude,
weird
yeah.
moveset.
I
Like,
it took me a while to figure out Ness, but I was
yeah.
like PK Fire on everybody. I was like PK
Oh my
Fire,
god.
PK
Fucking
Fire.
dude, those little ad libs that all the characters would do, like That would
Yeah.
send me straight down to like the old days. Like if I heard that shit. Yeah.
I would. Oh, dude. Actually, I think my main was like Pikachu. I could cheese with Pikachu. Like I had to stop using him
Pikachu is
because
fire.
everyone would get so annoyed because I'd constantly just do like the thunder. Think
Yeah.
Pika, Pika.
It would come down.
Yeah, exactly. Just that one. That one.
Go.
Good, dude. Good choice.
Ooh.
Would just so those two good choices.
Yeah, those will be the last on my list.
All right. Um, this is the one. This is one I an older kid at daycare actually introduced me to this, or like I don't know. He's like a much older kid. I don't know if he should have been there or not. I think it was like it's like not because he was like somebody's son or something.
Okay.
But he showed me this game called Dynasty Warriors.
Heard of that.
And specifically the fifth one is what I played with my cousin a lot. It's this
Okay.
1 versus 100 like mega battle thing.
Oh, okay.
And you take control of like Chinese like army people, heroes from like from the past, like mythology. I don't know it's mythology, but like Guan Yu, Wei, like Lu Bu and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. So like it's not mythology. It's like it's kind of mythology though. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And
because they're like figures in Chinese history that
Chinese
have been
history.
like they're like so legendary. It's almost like they're not real.
Yeah. Those. Yeah, I would spend like hours with my cousin just split screening, and because like how it works is like there's one person just what is it called, mowing down just like hundreds, thousands of like enemies, and it's like so like it's so serotonin like just like you're just crushing everybody. You do these like super cool moves. You have like a power up and everything. Oh my god. I play that so much with my cousin Matthew. Holy crap. I love Dynasty Warriors.
Dude,
5.
if you're interested in that like thing, there's a video by this guy who does little animated history videos called it's Three Kingdoms Oversimplified. You should watch that if you like all those old Chinese warriors.
Oh yeah. I'll be like Leonardo DiCaprio in that one movie. He's like, oh, Yep. It's like I'll know everybody on there. I played it so much.
Dude, that's why I knew when you said Lu Bu, I was like, oh shit, I know it from that video. Yeah.
Oh, Lu Bu is menacing, dude. Lu Bu is like a force to be reckoned with.
He's like a fucking like the story of him. He's like a total badass, and he's like kind of an asshole because he backstabs everybody.
Yeah.
Like
that's exactly how it went in the games. I was like, dude, fucking Lu Bu, dude. He's all the time just backstabbing me.
Yep.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'll check that video out for sure. Yep. Three Kingdoms Oversimplified. All right, what you got next for honorable mentions?
I'll just rapid fire. Okay, World at War / MW2. World at War because of the campaign. MW2 because of the multiplayer. Wii Sports / Wii Sport Resort. Wii Sports, the boxing. I used to like fucking sweat my brain out trying to beat the last guy.
Dude, yes.
And then Sport Resort because of the environment. Like I loved flying the plane around. That was super fun. There was a snowboarding game called SSX.
Oh, I love SSX, dude. Yes.
I had that on the GameCube. That was super fun. I love like freestyle-y trick games. SOCOM. I can't remember which one. Love
SOCOM. I have all 3 of them.
I had SOCOM 3, and then I had SOCOM. There's like a subtitle. I don't remember what that one was.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Next, on the Game Boy, Backyard Skateboarding, I think it was called.
That's familiar.
It was like a little top-down, it was like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but like super, like way unrealistic. Like you could do all these insane tricks.
There was a Toy Story Game Boy Advance game just like that. I love that one.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Every game on Miniclip. Most games on Cool Math Games.
Hell yeah.
There was an RTS called Army Men that I had on the GameCube. That was really good. There was a arcade game on the 360 called Toy Soldiers, which was also like it
Ooh.
was like a tower defense type game, but it had like
Hmm.
really realistic vibe to it. And it was like kind of like the Army Men.
Yeah.
Um, the game adaptation of the second Harry Potter movie,
Okay.
and then all the Sly Coopers. That's my list.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Love that's a goat list right there.
Hell yeah. Great one.
So I'll just like kind of like quickly talk about these last, because maybe okay. This will be the last one then, because I could talk about
Okay.
these next two for longer. But um, I played a lot of the Dragon Ball Z fighting games
Okay.
as a kid because I just that was like my one of my first like that was the first anime like I ever seen. I didn't know it was like an anime. I thought it was just a cartoon. But
Cartoon, yeah.
yeah, but oh my gosh, Dragon Ball Z, like, Budokai 2.
Okay.
Cause I don't know if I had the first Budokai. I had like 1, 2, and 3 at some point, but I remember specifically playing Budokai 2. Oh man,
All right.
constantly just playing. It was like I could not figure out like how to get like Super Saiyan sometimes. I was just like I was just fighting to fight. I just love
Yeah.
Dragon Ball, seeing all those characters kicking people's asses. Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Is it like
loved
a
it.
normal fighting game like Mortal Kombat or what?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
yeah. In Budokai, yeah, it was just a normal one, but like the next iteration, Budokai Tenkaichi games, it was like you could like move
Mhm.
the camera around. It's more you could go to like you can fly at different parts of the map, use the
Nice.
environment. They could punch people through like mountains and stuff. It was so
Oh
cool.
yeah.
So cool, dude. Oh my gosh. I still remember playing it when like my mom was like I think she was like off from work one time because she was like sick.
Uh-huh.
She's like on the bed just resting.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, look at me. I'm gonna play in the Budokai the Budokai tournament, the Tenkaichi tournament. Oh man, I loved playing those games, dude.
Hell yeah.
But especially Budokai 2. And they just actually announced today that they're
Hmm.
doing a new Budokai Tenkaichi game.
Nice.
Like
Hell
that,
yeah.
it's in development, so that's gonna be lit.
Yeah, and that's timely that it announced today. That's weird.
Right? Why today? It's so they have
Huh.
like a new Dragon Ball game like every year.
Yeah, yeah, because I remember DJ bought that one in like 2016.
Xenoverse.
Yeah, it was like super cell shaded. I
Yep.
remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yep, Cell
I
Shaded
don't know anything
Xenoverse.
about Dragon Ball. Like I had no I don't know
I
anything.
love Dragon Ball, dude. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
If you're ever wanting to watch it, watch Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Mhm.
It's a shortened stuff because like Dragon Ball Z is known for this just like a very prolonging thing, like a 5 minute fight is like 7, 8, 9 episodes or something. Oh, hold on, we lost Eddie temporarily. He's frozen. Is he coming back? Let's see. When he comes back, but I'll just keep talking about Dragon Balls Z at least, like Budokai. The way like those characters were. Oh my gosh. He had to leave the Discord call.
Okay.
All right, back.
Yeah.
All
I don't
right.
know. I wasn't frozen. I could hear you still. It was
That
weird.
was weird. Yeah, I didn't. So, but yeah, if you're ever gonna watch Dragon Ball Z, watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. It's a very shortened thing because Dragon Ball Z is known for just very drawn out things. Like I know when Goku fights Frieza, it lasts so long and it doesn't need to. It's just them powering up. It's like for so
Yeah.
long. So watch Dragon Ball
Yes.
Z Kai if you're ever interested.
Okay. All right.
But that's my list. I have other stuff that I could mention, but we're already an hour and a half in, so I think it's a good cut off point.
Yep.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So these are the games that we grew up with and that shaped what we are today, or at least influenced what we are today. I love these games. I would still play these games today, even like that's how much like I loved playing them as a kid and still love them today. Embrace nostalgia, but like not too hard, and embrace your
Yeah.
childhood because like those were good times. You got
Yeah.
any closing comments?
You definitely unlocked some core memories that I forgot about with the fucking Nicktoons Unite thing. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about that. But yeah, yeah, old games are cool, and try to remember them because, like, even today, I realize how much I forgot, and they shaped us as young people. So yeah, they're hold on to that. Boom.
Hold on to what you got.
Yeah.
And what you got to promote? Eddie, you got your new
All right.
Instagram art
New
page.
Instagram, baby. I think I said it on the last. I don't know, but
You did.
yeah. So I have a new page. I know if you guys have been listening since the early days of this podcast, I used to have a fitness page. I don't have it anymore. There are plenty of reasons why I don't have it anymore, but I'm not going to explain that here.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone. Eddie Lee Lifts is dead. It's deleted. It'll never be back. I have a new page where I give music recommendations, and I try to help people discover music that is lesser known or music that I just really think is good. Some of it's really popular and some of it's not really popular. So basically, what I do is on my page a couple times a week, like three or four, I will post an album cover with a couple of pictures of the band or artist at the time of the creation of the album. Just it's kind of like an aesthetic thing. Like I think album art is cool, and
Mm-hmm.
I think band pictures are always really cool because they look fucking awesome in them. But yeah, so basically what I'll do is I'll post an album cover, and then I will sort of on the Instagram post at least, I'll describe what genre it is, give a couple of descriptors of the overall sound or what the album is about, give a list of like what the lyrical topics are, and then give a rating out of 10. And then coupled with this page is a there's a website called Rate Your Music, which is like probably the most popular like music nerd website. I could guess I could describe it as that. It's basically it's probably the best way you can look at like the most obscure or the most popular. It has all the music in the fucking world on it, like everywhere. You can go through this website and I write full reviews of the album that kind of backs up my statement in my little short Instagram post. So I go into depth about each track, how it sounds, and like why I like it so much. I'm not a person who will give negative reviews. I don't want to spread negativity or make people not want to try different kinds of art because I think it's bad. I think everyone should just go in with an open mind or with a positive mindset. So I'm not a negative reviewer. Everything I do is positive here. I just want to show people good music and tell them why I think it's good. So far, I have reviewed. Let me close this out. I have reviewed The Scream by Susie and the Banshees. I have reviewed And I Return to Nothingness by Lorna Shore. LP3 by American Football. Haunted Hours by Vision Video, Disintegration by The Cure, Sunbather by Death Heaven, Fawn by Foxtails, Blood Flowers by The Cure, The Chopping Block by Rose Garden Funeral Party, The Call of the Wretched Sea by Ahab, and Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. So there is a little bit of mixture of like super popular pop albums and then like some really obscure goth, black metal, doom metal. So yeah, if you're interested in getting a mixture of all types of good music, popular or not, heavy or not, check out my page. Yeah.
Check him out. He does some good niche reviews over there. I've definitely never heard of anything he just said now, besides Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
All right. Check me out on any of the socials. Mainly Twitter is where I am. I gotta post more everywhere, to be honest.
Oh
I
yeah.
just do what I want. It's more of like a side thing. But
Yeah. Check out the Fire Emblem series. That's what I've been
that's
watching.
right. Check out
Exactly.
how long. What have you watched any more since we last
I'm on
talked?
5 now. I'm on 5.
Okay. All
I'm not
right.
all the way up to date, but
What
I'm
do you
2 episodes deeper than I was last time you asked.
All right. If you got to the end, I started putting a voiceover at the end. It's like check out my
Uh,
YouTube, whatever, blah 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 blah.
I don't think I have. Maybe I have. I don't know. I
Okay.
gotta remember.
All right, yeah, love putting those out. Hopefully, it gains some traction. I got like 15 views on one of them. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go. All right, you guys have a good rest of your week, day, month, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.